up, world? It's your big homie, Can You Say Jerome, and you watching the Real-Izm TV.
Grandma used to say, I'm not where I should be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. We all so blessed.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We here, man. We here.
Oh shit.
We here, man.
I bet you motherfuckers didn't see this one coming.
You know, they had wrote everything off, man.
Real shit, man.
It was a lot of clapping and cheering going on behind the scenes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, first and foremost, man, on camera, I just want to say I love you, bro. I love you, my nigga. You have been my big bro and my mentor since I was 19 years old. I'm 29 now, and I didn't even realize that we knew each other for 10 years, my nigga.
Man, it's been 10 years.
We met in 2004 at Cathedral of Free Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2000. So really, man, it's going on 11 years.
Man.
Yeah. It don't even seem that long, do it?
Nah, I remember, you know, back then, the pastor used to try to put us against each other. You know, we spoken word kings. You know, we get real lyrical with it. So.
Right. I need your poetry on Sunday. Yeah.
And then I got too big, and no, I'm gonna leave that. Man.
Hey yo, but on the real though, shout out to I'm still gonna call him Pastor. Shout out to Pastor David S. Morris, man. That was like a surrogate father, man. So shout out to David S. Morris, man. He really took me under his wing. So I ain't got no jokes, no slick caps to make, man.
I got a few Pastor Morris, but what up, Pastor? What up, Pastor?
Like I said, oh shit, man. This shit right here, man. Y'all done fucked up. Everybody who thought we was gonna stay separated, who was happy about the shit, y'all done fucked up, man, because this nigga right here was the one who really put the battery in my back and had me talking shit, man. If anybody had a problem with it, this nigga right here had my back through thick and thin, man. So, once again, I love you, my nigga.
Same to you, brother.
Man, let them know, man, who is Can You Say Jerome?
I mean, you know, Can You Say Jerome is a person that, you know, over the years, you know, been through a few things, and, you know, that helped form and shape the person that I am today. You know, if I can go back a little bit, you know, I grew up in a crack house, and you know, I'm not talking about just somebody that saw drugs every now and then. I grew up in a functioning crack house, where you could see people sell drugs, you could see people smoke crack, and you know, I watched my mom, you know what I'm saying, shoot my daddy and her boyfriend. By the time I was 6, I had watched my mom shoot 2 people. By the time I was 6 years old, and so that's who I am. Before I think about anything else, I think about my childhood and the way I came up, and you know, that's Can You Say Jerome.
Already, man. And everything that you had just talked about right there, that was back when you were staying in Houston, correct?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know this, man. I was born in Houston. I didn't move to Shreveport till I was going on 11 years old. And so, you know, a lot of people think I'm from Shreveport or whatever, and I rep Shreveport, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned everything in Shreveport.
Right.
I was able to come to Shreveport and, you know, fuck you niggas over. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But, you know, it's all love. What up, Shreveport?
And you moved from Southside Houston to, of all places, Cedar Grove.
Cedar Grove. We talking, you know, if this was New Orleans, this third ward.
Right.
This is the Calio Project. This is Magnolia, you know. Cedar Grove is tough, man. Cedar Grove tough, man. I was able to see a bunch of stuff quick. You know, I did my first drive-by at 12 years old.
Damn. Wow.
12 years old.
No bullshitting. 12 years old.
I did my first drive-by.
Wow.
And, we're not talking about just out there just shooting just to be shooting. We're talking about shooting with the intent to kill.
Wow.
At 12 years old, I had killing on my mind because of the way my Cedar Grove OGs was.
Wow.
And the way they raised me, and you know, it wasn't no punks in Cedar Grove. East to the west, Pine Valley, wasn't no punks. And so, if you was gonna scream it, if you was gonna put on that Saints, that Georgetown, you had to be about that life. Cedar Grove 19, everywhere I went, that's what I screamed. Man, it took me years before I even seen like neighborhoods like Cooper Road and all these other places because I couldn't go.
Right.
Cedar Grove, Hollywood, basically all I went. That's all I knew.
Okay.
Couldn't go any further.
Now, for those outside of Shreveport who are watching this, what's 19 or 19 gang? What is that?
19 game is I hate when people say you know we're made up gang.
Right.
Our gangs are made up.
Right.
But the thing about 19 is it originated from Cedar Grove. It's so many different stories on how it originated and what it means, and you know to this day I don't really know what it means, but it meant something to me because that was my family. Right. And ride or die, you know, Cedar Grove 19 all day long. That's how I was. That's you couldn't talk to me about anything else. That's all it was. That's what it was. Right. So, man, at least 10 years strong. I got shot for the second time.
Right. I was just about to ask you about that.
That's when my life shifted a little bit.
Okay. So that was a revelation when you took that bullet.
Yeah. Okay.
Now what happened that day when you got shot?
Now I've been shot twice.
Okay.
Well, kind of like 3 times.
God damn.
When I was 17, I caught one to the shoulder. It didn't do that to me. That just made me go harder because they missed. Just to be real, they missed. We went to the fair that night and we was ready. The day that I was shot twice, it was just like a regular day. We always beefing with somebody. We always got a problem with somebody. But this particular time, the beef wasn't mine. I took on somebody else's beef, and I ended up getting shot twice, and I shot him 5 times. And, you know, I got rushed to the hospital. I woke up handcuffed to the bed.
God damn.
You know, they was ready to go ahead and, you know, put down the indictments, and my name had been ringing in the streets. And for years, from a juvenile to adult, you know, they had been telling me about my, you know, how people felt about me and how my name is always ringing downtown. And at that time, they was going to really just try to slam me.
Right, so they wanted you bad anyway.
Yeah, they was ready, you know. But God had something else for me.
Now, this is what always confused me a little bit was, okay, it's one big-ass hood. You all banging the same gang. So how the fuck is it 19 versus 19?
Man, I'm going to tell you something. What's so crazy is it probably ain't going to surprise most people. It started from a girl.
Goddamn.
Always a chick.
Always.
One of my partners smashed one of the East Side dudes' girl, and that kicked off one of the biggest rivalries and probably in Shreveport history, because a lot of people got shot behind it. A lot of people ended up in jail for it. Right. And you know, it was bad, and that's what it started from. And if you look back, it was something that was so small. Petty. It should have been on one of the OGs. And what was so crazy about the West and the East, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real. Ain't nothing more gutter than an East Side nigga. I'm from the West. But ain't nothing more cutthroat and bout whatever than an East Side cat. And the fact that they triple us, you know what I'm saying? Every time that it was war, it'll be 10 of us and 40 of them. Damn. And their OGs was even with it. Our OGs wouldn't even get involved. Their OGs was ready to ride.
So the East Side's OGs were backing them. Because y'all, first of all, let's pause right here and get people to understand one thing. When this dude is talking about going to war, he ain't talking about just as an adult. Bro, what age when y'all were having shootouts with the East Side?
Man, we was 15.
Okay,
man.
youngsters.
I was a 15-year-old walking around with a 9mm and a 380, and I'm ready to, you know, basically fill your cars up, man, with some bullets, man. You know what I'm saying? If you came through my block, and if you people look at Greenbrook now, And they'd be like, oh man, the lawns are cut.
Right.
But the thing about it, if you don't know, it's one way in, one way out, and we call a lot of people that way.
Right.
You know, where they come in and they, rah and this, that, and the other, and we going, shit, we just sit there and wait for you to come back out. And I'm pretty sure it was a lot of oh shit moments.
Right.
Meaning you got to come past the same guys that you know, and man, we were young, man.
Okay, so all right, 15 years old. So when you say the OGs on the east side were with it, y'all are not only going against your peers, you're going against grown ass men.
Yeah, I remember one day, twice. One day I was walking in my yard and one of the OGs, which is well known by your favorite neighborhood trappers. The police department, DAs, or whatever. I remember one day him pulling up on me, and it was like that boys in the hood moment where the window come down.
Right.
And like, youngster, you can get it. It don't matter. It didn't matter that I was a 14-year-old. You know what I'm saying? He let me know right then that I could get it, and I wasn't strapped. And so the next time I saw him, which was on Linwood Avenue, I made sure he got it.
Goddamn.
And man, these stories is just not to, try to be like, oh man, I was this and that.
Right.
I'm co-signed all day long. So, that's just what it was. We were ready for war.
Right. Like I said, I would be totally wrong if I didn't ask you about these two things here. First and foremost, the activities that you have going on in the community.
Yeah.
You recently had We're Tired of It. Am I saying the name of We're Tired of It? And that was a rally.
Yeah.
And in response to all that's going on from police brutalities and violence not just police brutality, but also violence in the community.
Yeah, these high profile crimes that continue to happen, kids being shot, gunned down, and all this stuff, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how'd you come up with that?
Honestly, I've been away, and I'll keep up with what goes on in Shreveport basically online. And I was seeing so many things happening. Women being murdered, kids being killed. We lost so many teenagers last year. Even if only 29 died, you had over 100 that were shot. And so I put it out there one day, just some of the things that I've done in the past, and hope that it would spark a conversation and motivate somebody to put something together.
Right.
72 hours later, nobody had said anything. So I'm like, once again, it's time for me to do something. And hashtag King, tired of it. It was just because we're tired of it. And people looked at it like, oh, it's not the 90s. But anytime you have kids being killed and mothers and teenagers being killed, one murder is too much. And so we put that together, and it was a huge success. It's one of the first times that the local leaders come together for a rally. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna toot my own horn for a minute. We've been able to do the people that I've been connected with, we've been able to do some wonderful things for this city. Newport City.
I remember that.
Newport City still stands as one of the biggest gatherings of artists.
Right. We
pretty much had 80% of artists in this city come out and voice their opinions, even if it was for 6 hours and changed the next day. But
right.
I'm big in the community, and the thing about it is, I'm the same dude that I was when I talk about my past. I use that same energy that I use to rob you, because what it was is it was the pride that I had for my community.
Right.
I love my community. I wasn't gonna let you just come through and do anything in my community. You was gonna have to see me. And so, but on that side, I used violence. Now I'm not gonna let you just come in my community and tell us anything and give us the short end of the stick. I'm gonna use it the best way I know how, and I know how to, talk to the people. I know how to go down to City Hall. I know how to talk to the mayor.
Right.
But it all comes from the same energy that I'm not gonna let you mess over my community. And so I stand on it, man. And a lot of people don't know. I'm an ordained minister. A lot of people don't know that. You know it.
Right.
We talked about Cathedral, Free Spirit, and all this stuff. But my views on the church are a little bit different. And even though I don't serve in that capacity anymore, and I probably will never, ever again in life serve in that capacity,
Right.
That's where everything changed for me, and that's where the activism started from. So.
Right. And a lot of people may not be familiar with you, your work with HIV and AIDS prevention.
Yeah. HIV/AIDS is something that started for me as far as a cause. I had a cousin that died from it, and she left some kids behind that were infected by it. And I wanted to care for them at the time, but I didn't know anything about HIV/AIDS. And that started my activism and just trying to educate the community. And we're looking at a decade there.
Right.
And we're talking about consistency. This is not stuff that I just do to get on the front page of the paper. The last thing I did, I didn't even do an interview. So,
right.
My love for my community is evident, and it has. I'm not on no Reverend Al Sharpton type stuff. You know, I don't need an interview. We gonna keep working, whether the camera's there or not. So.
Right. But I gotta bring this up because you had made mention of this when we were on the phone together. Even in something for a good cause, such as an AIDS rally to spread awareness and protection for the community, even for something as good as a We're Tired of It rally, letting people be informed that we need to have safer streets for the people to live in. Even with those two things that are good that's going on, you still have to deal with egos and bullshit.
Yeah.
And do you think that's the reason why shit is so fucked up in our communities across America, because people can't check their ego at the door?
Yeah. When you look at everything that went on in Ferguson, so many people walked away and they were pissed because they didn't get a chance to speak. They wasn't the main speaker. And just like Ferguson, just like anywhere in the country, even in Shreveport, that's the problem. People want their name in bright lights and you know, in the blimp in the sky. And if it's not, it's a problem. And we can never just come together and be like, man, if it's your event, it's your vision, we're gonna just support you. Man, it's never like that. And it hinders the community. Let me say this, man. With all of the turmoil and BS that go on in the church, it's no coincidence how our neighborhoods are.
Right. I totally agree. Yes.
How our school systems are.
I agree.
The church is supposed to be one thing. The church used to be this, and now the church is that. Here's our community. The church used to be where, you know, you went to the church to get all the news.
Yes.
You went to the church for, you know, just that word, just to feel better. You went to the church when you were in need. Man, you got churches that will turn people away now.
Right.
You got churches, you show up on a Friday and they tell you come back on Monday morning and sign some papers. It's a different world, man. It's about, it's not so much about helping people help people and serving. It's just changed. And for me, it really makes me sick. And people are quick to say, don't let one particular thing make you feel this way about something, or don't let. But let me say this, man. If we know that you're wrong, we should be able to say something.
Right.
People love to say, don't judge.
Don't judge. There we go. That's the number one thing to say.
If we know that you're wrong, we should be able to tell you that you're wrong. It should be somebody around you that could tell you that you're wrong, and not support your ministry.
Right.
And so with me preaching in Shreveport for years, I know these brothers, and I just choose to not support you or even go to attend your ministry. Anything your ministry has, people may look at me funny and they might look at this interview crazy, but I know you, and I don't support you. Because it's what you're doing has nothing to do with what I think the church should be doing, and that's service. Once you leave those four walls or whatever, you ride past everything that Jesus stood for.
There we go, and that's what it is, man. Check your ego at the door. No one man or one name is bigger than the movement itself.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Last but certainly not least, man, let's talk about the brand that's on your chest, man. Because before you say something, let me just let people know, man. This was, when I say mentor, this was the cat right here that gave me firsthand information about how to keep first of all, how to build a foundation for your name, and then how to keep your name out there in people's eyes. This was the man that taught me that. So, brother, just one of your many brands, So Blessed. What is that?
Man, it kind of speaks to the way I live my life and how far I've come. To be able to be raised in a crack house, to watch all the violence early on, to being shot, as many times I've been shot, shooting people, robbing people, and then encountering them later on. To be able to be here, to be able to take that energy and changing it to something good. You got to understand, people like Tupac and all them, they died at 25. They never got a chance to. And the fact that I get a chance, I helped tear my community down. And I was the one terrorizing my community. It's only right that I use that same power and influence to do something good. And so that's what So Blessed come from, man. We're all so blessed. Even if you've never been through some of the stuff I've been through, we've all been through something. And all struggles to me are at the same level. Some people be like, oh, you never, it's all at the same level because you don't know how that person is dealing with that struggle. And so through So Blessed, man, we're doing all kind of things. PTA meetings, drop the gun rallies, and just all these type things. So it's me serving. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk around and be like, I'm CEO, this, that, and whatever. It's me serving. I'm able to serve through So Blessed.
Gotcha. Now, for anyone watching the video who wants to order a So Blessed t-shirt, how they go about doing that?
Man, hit me up, man. On we're doing a website. We're redoing the website.
Gotcha.
And I wish I had that information right now, but Instagram, Can You Say Jerome? Facebook, Can You Say Jerome?
Newport City.
Newport City.
Real quick, explain to them what Newport City was.
Man, Newport City was a way of thinking. It was one of those movements where, let's do more for us. Less complaining. Let's do more to further our career. Whatever it is that we do, it was going to be a group of people coming together.
Right, Newport City. Now, fast forward to 2015. Now you got the youngsters with New Shreveport.
Yeah.
Now, what's your thoughts on that?
It's in the early stages. I'm not really sure. I think with Newport City, even though it didn't go as far as we wanted it to go, at least we knew we were going to do, and everybody knew. Everybody that came, they knew what they were coming for. I think New Shreveport is early, so I just want to know when you say New Shreveport, what you mean. I'm with it because I rock with the youngsters or whatever, but I just want to know what's the end goal. Whatever you're doing, there's got to be a goal. It's got to be something that you're trying to accomplish.
So,
not just doing something. So.
No doubt. All right, well, Youngblood, man, if you see this interview, man, hey, get at the man right here, man. Let him know. Little homie Youngblood, man, he's the one that's really spearheading the New Shreveport movement real hard.
Yeah, that's the little homie, man. I'm pretty sure he know exactly what he's doing.
Right.
And and I just don't know, but I'm with it. I support it. I just I would love to know, what's what he really hopes to accomplish with it, and if it's just for music, or if it's for it's gonna be some community stuff with it, or what all he gonna do with it.
Right. And speaking of New Shreveport, it wouldn't be right if I didn't mention this because there was the same woman who wrote the Ratchet article. She wrote an article on Soul Society, and she kind of this is my take from it, man. And like I said, this is only my take. With the New Shreveport and Soul Society, she melded the two together.
Yeah.
But in doing so, she also contrasted it against Ratchet.
Yeah.
And that had, a person in particular who's a part of Soul Society. He didn't like that because he felt like you're causing a division where Soul Society, we're trying to be inclusive. We're trying to include everyone. And of course, Youngblood felt some type of way about it because he's saying, okay, it's cool that you got these guys talking about New Shreveport, but what about me and the people that I roll with, man?
Yeah.
You know, we're the ones screaming New Shreveport out here, so why didn't you get our take on it? So did you read that article, bro?
I've just seen bits and pieces, and honestly, I didn't know till you just said it that Youngblood wasn't included.
No, he wasn't. He had to go on Instagram and plead his case to her.
Wow.
And her response was, well, I interviewed the people who came forward, so I don't know if that was the right answer to give, because I feel like you should have did deeper research, but hey, that's just my take on it, bro.
Yeah.
Now,
he definitely should have got interviewed.
Exactly. He should have got interviewed. Now, speaking on the Soul Society aspect of it all, what's your thoughts on Soul Society?
Man, Soul Society to me is just like, you hear some of the older stuff. You hear how Harlem was in downtown LA, and how they had everybody on like one strip. You're able to do everything. You had in-house everything. You know what I'm saying? One-stop shop. Like, you come here and we got it all. And the fact that they're being consistent. They're doing their own shows. They motivate me so much. They inspire me. Because it's some stuff that we couldn't do.
Mm.
For whatever reason, you know, whether it was because we were from different neighborhoods, or I robbed your cousin last week, everything that prohibited us from coming together, it seems like they're able to do.
Right.
Man, I'm with it, and it's not just black people. So
yeah, man, I was just about to say that, man. You got the white kids rocking out with the black kids, man. You got the street niggas rocking out with the quote unquote backpackers. I mean, I've never seen nothing like it before. And let me say this while I'm still talking, man. Shout out to the homie Bliss from Bossier City, because I feel like Bliss was ahead of his time, man. Yeah. Because I feel like if Bliss had been around when Soul Society was the formation of Soul Society, man, they probably would have looked at him as a god, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Bliss and Camouflage Soldiers, Camo Down.
Right.
When you first put me on the Camo Down and Bliss, that's my guy, that's my dude. Man, they would have been right in there.
Right there with Soul Society.
The energy, just the love for music, and the love for for it all, just the culture, man, you could probably have a conversation with them guys all night, and that's what I like. I
gotta paint this picture for people, bro, because I gotta let niggas know that when we sit down and we're talking about local music, man, you got your stripes to talk about local music.
Yeah.
I talk about local music because I love it, and I don't give a damn if niggas like my opinion, whatever they got to say. I don't give a damn if they like my opinion. Now I'm still gonna say it. Yeah. But with you got the stripes to say, hey, I got a right to speak on this, speak on that, man. So this man knows what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah. So let's talk about ratchet. It's one of the most confusing words, has got to be one of the most confusing words that was ever created, man. And to where it is right now within the industry and where it started at is just fucking mind-boggling. Yeah. So when ratchet, first of all, give people, being from the hood that it was birthed, give people ratchet. Let them know.
To me, hearing the first two original versions, ratchet for me was just some trifling, just out of bounds type person, man. It just you just trifling, in the worst way. And when I came back from Arkansas, when I first heard it or whatever, and let's be clear, I grew up with the people that came up with the term, all of them people, these people I went to middle school with and whatever, so shout out to everybody, Jiggy Giles, shout out to Cookie, Untamed Maine, and Manigo. These people I know personally. Right. And so, for me, that's what I got from it. It was just trifling, you low down, you down bad, you know what I mean? And that's what it was. Over the years it's changed a little bit, but that's what it was.
Right. You was a trifling person, ratchet.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And so what's your thoughts to where it is right now, where you got Wiz Khalifa and Iggy Azalea and even LL Cool J of all people came out with a single called Ratchet, man? What's your thoughts on that?
Man, I don't know, man. I really don't look too much into it because it's kind of like what Jay said with auto-tune. Once everybody started using it, I just and they use it so many different ways. I wish the originators, the representatives for the movement, I wish they would say more. Right. I wish they would own it more. I wish they wouldn't shy away from what they started. Man, what you got to understand is a lot of people that created something big, they can still make money,
right?
Tour,
real talk,
or get some type of recognition from that,
right?
You know, you got people, and you can look at Atlanta and Snap music dead, but some of them people, they're still able. Every time they do an interview about Snap, they're gonna go find these people,
right?
And that's because they don't shy away from it. And I just wish, man, the people that started it, you know, they would own that.
Right.
That's yours. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be an interview and or anything else without them mentioning you.
Right.
That only helps you. I just don't understand why I be like, man, they can have that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna go somewhere else. Me personally, I don't understand it.
Got you.
I don't understand it.
Now, when you speaking of the originators, because now I'm hearing conflicting stories. Being a part of Amore Studios, everybody that comes in here got a story, man. And we had a couple of guys in here who were from Cedar Grove. You might even know them. I wish I knew their name, dog. But the stuff they were saying, man, it was conflicting with everything that I was told. Because I was always under the impression that Mandigo, you know what I'm saying, created Ratchet, you know what I'm saying, and spearheaded it. But then you had other guys saying, well, nah, Mandigo didn't create it. He heard us saying it, and then he liked it and took it, and he bigged it up.
I mean, Mandigo gets credit, and you know, Mandigo is the Ratchet King because Mandigo is the visionary. Mandigo is the person. You know, sometimes we could say stuff or have something fly, but we don't know how to present it to the world.
Right.
And it takes somebody, you know, a visionary, a person that's you know, about their business, and he's a businessman. And so yeah, it was a term that they were already using, and the song was I remember hearing on the block, hearing Jiggy Giles and Cookie rap it before it was even recorded.
Right.
I remember after the song was released and Untamed Man got out of jail, and I remember my people feeling a certain way about it, and they had a response for it because they felt like they were getting forgot about.
Right.
The originator. So I remember all of this stuff, and because I know these people personally. So you know, maybe he didn't create the term, and people were already using it. But it's just like T.I., Gucci, or Jeezy didn't create trap.
Real talk.
But you look at them and they are the trap gods. You
right.
give them credit for it. So, you know, shout out to Mandigo.
No doubt. And no doubt. Please let me say this, man. Shout out to Mandigo because he was one of the first people to let me into his home to do an interview back when people were just looking me over and didn't take me serious. So I always had the utmost respect for Mandigo.
And if Mandigo was still on the street, the movement would be totally different. There would be multiple faces representing that movement and not just one.
Got you. Now I was just about to ask you, how different do you think the scene would be had Mandigo never got knocked? And with you saying that it would have been multiple faces, not just one, who would you say is the face of Ratchet right now?
I mean, the face of the Ratchet movement, the Shreveport movement, period, is Baby.
Okay.
That's a given.
Okay.
I think the difference with Mandigo is, you know, he said it. I ain't got to rap.
Mm.
So he was gonna find the right people to put out his vision. You know, whether it didn't matter the artist, he was gonna find them because he didn't need to be in front of the camera all the time. So now, if Mandigo was out, there would be 4 or 5 different artists, as opposed to just one artist and a DJ breaking out from their movement. Right.
I will say that having Hurricane, who is a local artist, all music is local when you think about it. Yeah. Having Hurricane, who is a local artist on BET and on radio all over the country, it did reignite a certain hometown pride.
Yeah, I think it also brought about more hatred, though.
Oh, real talk. I remember that too.
And it brought out some of the laziest artists that all they want to do is complain. Because they felt like, I'm the hottest. Like, I should have been him.
Yes.
Fuck that nigga. I should have been him.
Yes.
And as much as from the outside, it seemed like Ratchet City and people are paying attention to him and they able to bring people to the city. The artists were falling apart, man, because hatred was at an all-time high, man. It was so much that went on behind it. People didn't get credit. We're talking producers didn't get credit for tracks that everybody from the area know they produced.
Right.
you know, it was a good and a bad time.
Right.
And I used to stand on the corner with some of the people that felt left out. And, you know, I'm looking at them like, damn.
Yeah. Fucked up, ain't it?
Shit, you here with me. Look, we about to go and save a lot. Them niggas at the beach. So, you know, man, you know, damn. It is what it is.
Right. Now, around that time, man, you had a lot of people talking about they were signing this label, signing that label. You remember that time, bro?
Man, everybody was Polo Ground J Records.
Yes.
We're talking MySpace.
Right.
Bro. When you went to MySpace, everybody was Polo Ground J Records.
Right.
Everybody had deals.
Right.
Now, I just saw you getting out the City Bus. And you can drive, so it ain't like you just want to ride the City Bus.
Right.
But you were Polo Ground J Records.
Right.
It was just one of them things. And then, when things didn't happen for them because they felt like they was repping.
Right.
That's when the hatred comes.
That's when the fuck you, fuck that nigga, all this other shit comes. But you were so down just a minute ago.
Man, they were trying to get close to whoever they could. They trying to find out who the trash man is on this thing. So they can link with that nigga to get to you.
Right.
You know, everybody was repping, man. You had all these offshoot cliques.
I remember that. You had so many niggas repping Lava House, bro. It was just bananas, bro.
Man,
I remember that.
It was crazy, man.
Right, and then not only that, that was around the time that SRE, Soldier Rock Entertainment, they went down to Houston and got their deal because Bulletproof Teflon or 5 Entertainment at the time, he had told the people that Rap A Lot about him. So now not only is 5 Entertainment underneath Rap A Lot, but you also got Wild Yelling them underneath Rap A Lot. I mean, the shit was just crazy. Then that right there, I'm not going to say any names because I'm not going to give no niggas no publicity, man, because you had certain niggas claiming they was they was down with Rap A Lot and 5 ENT now.
Yeah, everybody had a deal.
Everybody.
And like I said, they rep so hard, and then when it didn't work out for them, you know, when they should just be happy for who did have a deal and waited their turn, it turned into hatred. So
yeah, it was a good time for the city, but it was also a messy time, bro.
Yeah, man, and then all of that happened, and all of the energy then shifted to the only person that they looked like that was able to stay afloat. And so that all shifted to that one person. Because, you know, it's just like Jay-Z. Got to be the Illuminati if a nigga shine. This nigga had to do something. Everybody else, niggas is on lock. Niggas ain't got deals.
Right.
Niggas riding around in neon.
Right. Oh, shit.
But this nigga stayed afloat. It was like, this nigga did something.
He did something, man.
This nigga done sold his soul.
Real talk. We done heard the stories like that, little wild ass industry stories. Like he did this to get down, he did that to get down.
So that's what people felt in the face of everything, and the person that they still feel like on the shining. You know, he caught it.
Right.
So, and still catching it.
One thing I gotta bring up, bro. I opened up the second season with KP.
Yeah. K-Pistol.
K-Pistol, man. And that shit right there, bro. I tell you, when I do shit, bro, I don't know what the outcome's gonna be. I just put it out there and let the people, you know what I'm saying, decide how hot it's gonna be. But, bro, that shit right there ignited so many fucking feelings, man. Yeah. I got Jamie open his feelings, man. And let me just say this right here, bro. It's funny how Cy Young, you and Cy Young, y'all are my big brothers. Y'all are my big homies. Yeah. It's funny how y'all can say something, niggas will overlook it. But when I say something, niggas wanna come at me and shit. Yeah. Like I guess I'm the safe target because I don't have the street cred that you niggas got. You know what I'm saying? So niggas will do a real punk move. They'll ignore what Cy Young got to say. They'll ignore what Jerome got to say. Oh, but Rod can get it all day. Man, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm still gonna say what the fuck I want to say, nigga. Get out your fucking feelings, nigga. Untuck your dick from between your legs, nigga. Now, the KP shit. Not speaking on Jamie, but speaking on me and you know what I'm saying? Because you felt some way about it when you came underneath the comment section and spoke about it, man. So what was your thoughts on it when you had seen it?
I thought that, that's my homeboy. I I thought that my homeboy had you know, probably one too many drinks and then didn't remember because you know, it was definitely different or whatever. And stuff that was said wasn't acknowledged.
Right.
But you know, maybe he's just looking at it and like, I'm living in the future now.
Right. Right, because, you know, he opened up by saying, after I told him, I said, let's get down to the nitty gritty. You had a problem with me and I had a problem with you because you had a problem with me. He said, I didn't know you. Yeah. I knew your homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Your homeboy, blah, this, blah, that, you know what I'm saying? So, from my perspective, I will say this, man. Like I said, I tried to get an interview with KP and at the Blue Goose Music Festival, and I did come at him sideways because prior to that, you had told me that he was saying this and saying that at Club Status, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he had a few things to say, and like I said, maybe, man, KP like to have fun when he get out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows it. So, the way I looked at it, I'm like, shit, maybe he just don't remember.
Right.
And if he don't remember, then that's just what it is.
Right. Because according to your story, what happened? How did it come about?
I mean, it was a few different things, but on one thing, one time, he just basically, you know, was like, it was either y'all don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with y'all, and then one time it was basically like, oh man, me and you cool, but I just don't fuck with him.
Right. So right.
Man,
and that's what kind of, you know, drove me a little bit when I approached him. Right.
I don't understand why it wouldn't be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I mean, it's water under the bridge now, man. But it is worth talking about because all this shit jumped off from this man right here writing a Shreveport top 5. Yeah. That was all it took for, you know, certain niggas around the city to feel a certain type of way because their name wasn't mentioned. This just piggybacks off what we were talking about when you say you got sensitive artists in the city that if you so much as not mention a nigga's name, that's enough to set a nigga off.
Now, what I will say is when I did Shreveport top 5, and you know, this has been a while ago.
Right.
I had Hurricane, Big Papa, B-Mac, Ant Brown, Wild Yellow.
Yes, sir.
Not to speak too much about it, but Papa, fucking hottest. Yellow, the hottest. I focus on Ant Brown because Ant Brown had the most CDs out of anybody.
Right.
Ant Brown, he usually puts out, every March, which is his birthday, he usually put out a CD.
Right.
We're talking about a project that he's invested money in. Not the Sharpie, not the...
Right.
He's investing money in. B-Mac has been one of those artists that it doesn't matter what's popping, what type of trend is going on in the city, he's always going to be at that level. And then Hurricane shit. So, when I put that out, the other guy, I'm not even going to mention his name, but KP, Ratchet Girl, hadn't even took off yet.
Okay.
And so, had Ratchet Girl taken off like it did, you know what I'm saying, KP would have been in there.
Okay.
But at the time, the other guy, he doesn't exist, and you know, Ratchet Girl hadn't took off yet. And so people debated with me about I put out more CDs than Ant Brown, and I would say prove it. To this day, you can still prove it.
Right.
You know, Ant Brown can bring you his catalog. So, and like I said, everybody else, it's a given. I don't even think they had a problem with nobody but Ant Brown being in it.
I think that's what it was too, bro.
Everybody else, they didn't really debate. They just had a problem with Ant Brown being in there. And some people probably felt that B-Mac, his best days was behind. So it was only those two that they mostly questioned. Everybody knew Hurricane was, what, number 8 single in the country. Yellow, it is what it is. Pop, it is what it is. They just on fire. So,
right.
You know.
Okay, so that had to be, I think we did that back in 2009, somewhere around there. 2008-ish, somewhere around there, bro. Yeah. Let's bring it back to 2015, man. Top five in Shreveport, 2015, brother.
In Shreveport? I think I'm about to
I should have said Louisiana. I think about to name 2 people. I should have said the top 5 in Louisiana. My bad, my nigga.
But no, top 5 in Shreveport. No particular artist.
Okay.
I really like what Soul Society is doing.
Got you.
I think Soul Society is dope.
And I got to ask you about Soul Society, but let's stay with the top 5 in Shreveport. Let's go.
You know, I just feel like this is just the beginning for them.
Okay.
But we can talk about that later.
Okay.
I fuck with Capo.
Okay.
I think Capo, man, the potential.
Okay.
I fuck with Capo. Papa has always been there. Like, Papa is just one of them artists that the people love him. People gonna look at me crazy for saying this, but I'm gonna say Blitz.
Blitz. Ooh.
Even though, you know, he's in the A, man, Blitz is on fire right now. And I just respect that he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And so I would say Blitz. Man, 5. Man, sorry, Shreveport. I'm gonna stay at 4.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. If anybody feel a certain type of way, hey, step your game up. Hey, it is what it is.
But who am I? I'm just.
Nah, damn there, brother. Don't do that for these niggas. Fuck that shit. They gonna be all right, man. All right, top 5 in Louisiana. Let's go.
Top 5 in Louisiana, man. We gotta. If we were talking basketball, you know, the point guard would have to be Boosie.
Woo!
You gotta keep the ball in Boosie' hand. You gotta keep the rock in Boosie' hand.
Okay.
Shooting guard, man, we would probably have to go Currency.
Currency.
You know, Currency all good for 3 all day long.
Yes, sir.
Small forward, and I'm gonna tell you something. I forgot my boy, but I'm gonna put him in Louisiana top 5. I'm gonna put him in small forward. I'm fucking with B. Will.
Okay.
I forgot about B. Will. B. Will could have been the 5th or the 1st in that.
Okay, so we can add B. Will to the 5th then.
B.
Okay.
Will, man, he got all the potential in the world, man. And shit, power forward, man. I would fuck around and put Webby at power forward.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna say that because power forward, you gotta be rough. You gotta throw bows.
Yeah, you gotta bang around in the paint a little bit.
Webby don't give a shit. And I think the rock, the centerpiece for Louisiana right now is Kevin Gates.
Ooh.
I think, man, Gates, man, it's just the beginning. And never mind the online antics or whatever he's doing. The music is there.
Right.
And so, you know, that's my top 5.
There we go, man. That's why this man's opinion fucking matters, man. This dude ain't biased about nothing. He gonna give it to you from all angles, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's my nigga right here. All right, bro. Well, that does it for me, man. You got anything else you want to add? Any last minute thing?
Man, let's work, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's time for the OGs to be OGs. It's time for us to, it doesn't matter if we 35, 40, 45, act like it. Stop competing with these youngsters. Let the OGs be OGs. Time to teach. Peace.
King set trends and other people just kind of fall in place and they abide. So, you know, a king can kind of really, believe it or not, can kind of bring together a lot of other people too. So, that's why I feel like I'm the R&B king of Shreveport, man.
Stop lying. Talking about how fucking hot you is. Because if you was hot, my nigga, it'd have been a bitch and already told me about you before you even came to me.